Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's been just a little bit since we've listened to Jethro Tull. I gave it a little bit of a break, but we are moving on with Stormwatch into the track Dark Ages, of course, released 1979, their 12th studio album. And this track seems to be one that's been highly recommended and highly regarded from some of you that have mentioned it. David Emery, Manhattan Man, Cobra SYS, Eagles Rule, Benoit Desmarais. A lot of you have been talking about this one. A lot of you. David over in the UK, I appreciate you. William George Fraser, Keith Reynolds. The list actually goes on quite a bit. Tull fan, I would expect from Tull fan, yeah, right? Greg Hansel, and the list goes on from there. AK, I believe that you may have mentioned this one as well. So thank you. I'm looking forward to diving into this particular track. 9 minutes from Jethro Tull. It's no passion play, but I'll take it. I still think it's so funny. Like, my controversial opinion when it comes to Jethro Tull is when it comes to their long albums, you know, Thick as a Brick and Passion Play. Passion Play is a 10 out of 10. Thick as a Brick is like an 8 out of 10. Listen. You want honesty? There's your honesty for the day. Dark Ages. Here we go. Sounds Rush like.
Darlings, are you ready for the long winter's fall? Set the lady in her parlor, set the butler in the hall.
I like that echo on his voice. So dramatic.
There's a time for another, right the drunkard in his sleep. Not likely send a little child. What's done the Lord can keep.
Oh, God, heavy. Oh. I like how they tap into this rhythm. Okay.
And the vicar stands a praying. And the television dies.
Just keep it going.
As the white dot flickers and is gone.
It's like they are tripping into this.
And no one stops to cry.
Ooh, Barlow.
Shaking the dance.
This is complex, huh? It's kind of a symphonic element to it. Just like Welcome to the Jungle.
Rumbles of around miles that scar the patchwork green, which the tycoons and rich buffoons have opened up the seam. Of golden nights and champagne flights had none overkill. And in the haze, consumer craze, we take the sugar pill.
This is a mini epic.
Shaking the dance.
That's very Sabbath right here.
And jagged fires mark the picket lines. The politicians weep beneath their mouths down corridors.
love how the flip does the hi-hat.
Come and see bureaucracy make its final leave. And let the new disorder grow while senses take their leave.
Listen to the brace on that.
The shaking the dance, the low's pain.
It's catchy too. How do they do that? All that. Bring it back to the verse.
In corner shops where keepers kept the country's lifeblood blue, and take their pick and try the trade with those and fishes share. And the fixers
Heavy. Barlow's heavy footed.
go out, and no one really cares. Dark ages, shaking the dance.
I like how they approach this chorus. Like a medieval troop. This is so Sabbath. I'm sorry. Okay.
Darlings, are you ready for the long winter's fall? I sat the lady in a parlor.
I like that glassy tone. I
Sat
think
the
that deep
butler
palm was playing.
in the hall.
It's like a, I don't know what that would be actually. What instrument that would be. That's how you run out of chords.
Shaking the dance, close, we play ages, a band of reds, cold roses, and they burn in your heads.
That's way too much to take in on a first listen. Don't even tell me. Don't even start with me. That's way too much to start off with. Okay. I feel like this is one of Jethro Tull's most complex pieces in many respects musically. But at the same time, also, like, I don't want to say one of their most, but a very catchy piece at the same time. The chorus, Dark Ages shaking the dead. I don't know why I'm singing it like that, but like, it's very catchy. And the use of the chorus here is really kind of profound to me because they approach the chorus in so many different ways. If you have, I would say, like the first couple times normal, like the precedent that they set as the chorus. Then the third time or the fourth time, I can't remember. I want to say third. It's kind of a cappella, kind of reminiscent of kind of a, I don't know, like a, not Gregorian chants, but, you know, something that you would hear perhaps during a church service or something like that. Even though I don't have the words for it, but something like that. There's a little a cappella, very light instrumentation behind it, kind of giving a little bit more space and divinity, which I really enjoy. Then the final chorus, which is resolute. It pulls everything back together, ties it up nicely in a nice little bow, hands it to you, says, this is the end, but here's a parting gift. And they do it really wonderfully. I remember that, I can't remember exactly the whole, I guess, controversy or issue or whatever. I know that Jethro Tull had been nominated or given a Grammy or something for like best heavy metal album at some point, and a lot of fans were like upset, like, you know, I guess that they're not really a heavy metal band, obviously. However, with Dark Ages, they sure can pull it off quite convincingly. They can sure do it pretty well, because that was just kind of Sabbath-esque, that riff that it dove into. And I mean dove into a tumultuous sea there. And the gallop that they had, that's classic heavy metal. And still involving the flute in some way, which I love that. I think that is so creative how it's done. It's not like it's, you know, okay, it's Jethro Tull, they got to put flute in it, you know, just toss it in here during the riff. No, the flute is tastefully riding along with the riff. It's not soloing over it or anything. I don't know why I did like that. It's not soloing over it or anything like, no, it's just hitting the riff, hitting the ride, hitting the stride along with it, which I thought was a really smart choice because it gives it, like the riff is already heavy, but it adds a little bit of kind of air to it, a little fluffiness, a little lightness to it at the same time, which is fantastic. Ian's singing is wonderful. I love all the echo that's happening on his voice in the beginning. And the beginning of this track is kind of scattered in the way that it kind of like starts off. It's like if there's a lot of threads, and slowly the band begins weaving all these threads together, and then eventually it comes in very much fully. Can we talk about Barlow? I feel like this is a piece of music from, I'm going to look something up. I feel like this is a particular song that Barlow is, I'm sorry, they're all stars, no doubt, but he's the star on this one. Are you crazy? His drumming throughout this one, to me, is just all over the place in the best way possible. It seems like just an incredible performance from him. Now, I'm not saying we're not going to watch this whole thing, but there is a little bit of a live video here. I just don't want to get in trouble playing live video. And also D. Palmer, the orchestration, the little keyboards at the end, which are playing a sound that sounds kind of classic to me, but I couldn't tell you what the sound is. At first I was going to say a Celeste, but it didn't sound like that. It was kind of a glassy, crystalline kind of sound. It wasn't like a harpsichord or, you know, clavichord or anything like that. I couldn't tell you what it was, but I really like that sound that kind of was used to resolve everything. The solo is like crazy on here. Everyone to me is just playing at maximum and performing at maximum. And to me, it just feels like a very intense epic and all wrapped up within 10 minutes, which to me is also thoroughly impressive. Let's look at the lyrics before I go over here to the Wikipedia, or not the Wikipedia, the YouTube page. Darlings, are you ready for the long winter's fall? Said the lady in her parlor, said the butler in the hall. Is there time for another? Cried the drunkard in his sleep. Not likely, said the little child. What's done, the Lord can keep. And the vicar stands a-praying, and the television dies. Also, as the white dot flickers and is gone, and no one stops to cry. Okay, dark ages shaking the dead. Closed pages, better not read. Better not read. Cold rages burn in your head. Okay, the big jet rumbles over runway miles that scar the patchwork green where slick tycoons and rich buffoons have opened up the scene. of golden nights and champagne flights, ad man overkill, and in the haze, consumer craze, we take the sugar pill. Is this like the slick tycoons, rich buffoons, the corporate overlords in the world are feeding us our little sugar pills? Saying they're giving us something good, but it's not doing anything for us? Is this a class war of sorts, or a class? There's a D word I'm trying to think of, but I can't think of it. Jagged fires mark the picket lines. The politicians weep and mealy-mouthed down corridors of power on tiptoe creep. Come and see bureaucracy make its final heave, like vomiting it. Let the new disorder through while senses take their leave. Like, as things change, as revolutions change, the more things change, the more things stay the same. That's what I'm getting out of that. No matter who's in power, what's in power, nothing changes. Families screaming line the streets and put the windows through. In corner shops where keepers kept the country's lifeblood blue. Take their pick and try the trick with loaves and fishes shared. Of course, you got a Jesus reference here. And the vicar shouts as the lights go out and no one really cares. The lights go out, no one really cares. Try the trick. I like that. Try the trick with the loaves and fishes. Like, see if we can make this endless, right? See if we can work a miracle. Give it a shot. That doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Darlings, are you ready for the long winter's fall? Said the lady in her parlor, said the butler in the hall. Like, they're in a position of power, right? The lady's in her parlor, and she has a butler, the butler in the hall. Like, they're fine. They're fine in their, not necessarily castle, but in their higher, in their mansion or whatever. Like, they're good. But what about everyone else? Dark ages, shaking the dead, closed pages, better not read, cold rages burn in your head. Like class disparity, like it'll just upset you, it'll anger you. That's how I kind of get it. The elites taking advantage of all who are supposedly, as society renders them, under them. That's how I kind of read that. All right, let me look at this live performance here really quick. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, so don't get mad if I don't. Because I don't know how the copyright's going to work. And I know I'm good with copyright with the audio from Jethro Tull. But now that I mention it, I remember I tried a video, I think last year, and it got blocked. So I'm not really going to play much of this. But I do want to see a little bit of the performance. I want to see Barlow. Oh, yeah. They're just all on it. Look at that. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah. That is so good. That's so good. I'm sorry I'm not watching the whole thing. I remember now. I already did get blocked with Jethro Tull's video once. I ain't doing that again. That'd make the whole video unnecessarily cut up. So, okay. That was fun. Let me know what you guys thought of the track in the comments down below. I hope that you enjoyed the music. The Buy Me a Coffee is over here. If you have a song request and you want to bump it up ahead of the line, you can do that over there. Patreon exclusive content and YouTube as you are watching right here and now. Press that like button before you leave. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys. I don't know why I pointed 2 fingers at you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, guys, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.